Additions API is a really cool API which allows you to add custom items to your server, but what it lacks is a real tutorial on how you can add these items through code. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add items with making your own plugin. So before that, I want to say that I only started coding plugins a few weeks ago. In fact, I started learning Java 3 weeks ago. So if I have some code, a really idiotic mistakes, or I have some really unoptimized code, don't mind me. You can follow along, or you can optimize the code yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Before that, I'm going to do a demo on what I'm working on, or what I had worked. So this is a model. This is an item from my destroyer plugin. You can always check it out. And this is you can see there's a custom model here. If I throw it on the ground, there's another model standing up, spinning around like a legendary weapon. If I take this, you can see it in my hand. It's also very black, and it is actually a diamond sword. And you can see that it is also the diamond sword is still here. So this is to keep all the functionality in game and also add new items. So that additions API is very good, and I can demo. So this weapon extends the range of your attack. So I can do this right here. Normally I can't even attack from this range, but if I go further, I can attack him from this. So this weapon extends the range to 8 blocks. So this is some of the possibilities you can do with Additions API. So without further ado, let's jump into Eclipse. So I have all the things set up right here. In fact, if you take a look right here, I didn't load the plugin. So maybe I should just go and export this, export, and then I'm just gonna go reload. You can see that tutorial is enabled. It's in gold color, so I'm not doing anything wrong. I did make my plugin.yml. It depends additions API. To add additions API to your project, you just go to Java build file, build path, and then you add external jars, and then you select additions API. Now I'm using 1.3.0 snapshot shaded version. And I'm using Bukkit 1.12. I'm not that familiar, or I should say I didn't even touch Minecraft 1.13, so anything above that I wouldn't be making a tutorial about it, but it should be the same. So let's now go to take a look in the main. So we're going to register item initialization event. So to do that, I'm just gonna make a new package. I'm going to add items in the back, items, and then we're going to add a new class called items. In this class, we're going to implement listener from Bukkit, and then we're gonna add event handler public void on init. The name can be whatever you want, but I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna import Additions API initialization event, and then event. Then we can leave this behind for now because we're going to create a custom item. We can go here and we're just gonna type your class name can be anything. You just have to remember it. It even can be like that. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to make a custom item. So what are we going to make? Let's make an item called unknown ingot. So this will be a very mysterious ingots that you may craft. And let's finish, and then we can extend custom item. So this will not make any new texture. It's just going to be a custom item with some enchantment on it, with some lores and a custom name. So we're just gonna make a constructor. We're going to do that. Now we need some attributes or arguments here. We need a material, we need an amount, durability, it has to be short, and we need the ID. So we're just gonna delete that because we don't need it. So material, we're gonna make it a gold ingot. gold ingot. The amount has to be 1. It doesn't support any number larger than 1 and smaller than 1. We have to have short, and then we're gonna make a 0 here, so it's no damage. And the ID name, it has to be your plugin name. It doesn't have to be your plugin name. You just have to type something in it. So for me, it's tutorial, and you have to add a colon here. A colon is very important, or else it's gonna break. And then we're just gonna add unknown ingot. There we go. Now we have made our own item, but it does nothing more than just a normal item. So we're going to set the display name of this unknown ingot. So set display name and unknown ingot. This way we have our own very own special ingot. We can also add color, so maybe we just add dot red, and then we can just do that, and then we have ourselves a red colored unknown ingot. So maybe it's a little bit harsher than that. Now we're going to add some lore to this ingot. To do that, we're going to be using set lore, and this method takes in a list of string. So you can do this right in here, but for me, I will do like something like this. So I will do like that. Lore equals new array list. Lore, no, not lore, like that. And then we're just gonna import everything. We're just gonna use this one, and then we can just do lore.add. Now, since if you add a lore just like that, it doesn't add an extra line for you. So I'm gonna add an extra line for myself. Lore.add extra line dot add, and let's make a lore. Make something like this ingot smells like butter, and then we can add another line dot add. Oh, not this one. And this it also smells like cheese, something like that. It doesn't need to be logical because it's just a tutorial. So we can set the lore here. Then we're almost done, but we can add some feature to this ingot. Now this ingot looks pretty bland, so it just has a name and then some lore, nothing more than that. But then we can add some enchantment on it. So add enchantment dot, we can add an enchantment right here, but we can add something like a fire expert enchantment. Then we can set the level to it. I will set it to level 5, and then we can also make it so it is visible or it's not. To do that, we need to do something like set enchantment visibility, and then we can set it to false if you don't want it to be visible, or true, or just leave it to default if you want it to be visible. And I'm gonna do that. So we're basically done, but we want to add some custom. We want to add some custom recipe to this ingot. So how can we do that? Well, normally if you're crafting some kind of tools and stuff, there's a pattern to what kind of ingredients and the patterns you use. To do that, you just add all custom recipes, and then you do the type tool type dot, and then we choose a tool type here. We can choose a sword, spade, meaning a shovel, pickaxe, hoe, or even an axe. But we're not going to do that because we're trying to add our own custom recipe. So before that, let's just load this plugin. We need to go to this item class, and then we need to do something event, not register item. It is add custom item, and then new unknown ingot. There we go. Now we have the item, but we're not done yet because we need to go to the main class, and then we need to initialize this. Remember, the items Java is still event, so you need to initialize or register the event. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do register event, and then we're just gonna do this. And then it's it's actually not this, right? It is listener and then plugin. Okay, so it first needs to be items, and then this. There we go. Import that. Click the wrong thing. Import that. we import this one right here, not this one. This is the NMS items. We need to import this one. So there we go. Now we can just export this, and we may get ourselves. Nope, I click on the wrong thing again. I'm not sure why I always click on the wrong thing. Let me just click on this, and then we do a slash reload. Now, is there any problem right here? Nope. Grammarly, get out of here. I don't need you. So we have something right here. I don't think we have the items still. So let me just take a look before I do anything. I don't want to mess up stuff too badly. Well, let's just do additions, give my name, and then let's see if there's a tutorial. Oh yeah, tutorial unknown ingots right over here. Red name, unknown ingots, fire aspect 5. Is it 5? Yes, fire aspect 5. This ingot smells like butter, and it also smells like cheese. Pretty cool. Then, oh, this is zombie pigman, so you're not gonna light on fire. We need something that can light on fire. Let's do a creeper. Creeper. And then, boom. Yeah, on fire. You know how it tastes? Because it tastes like butter and tastes like cheese. You're gonna die. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna add a custom recipe to this unknown ingot. Now, what recipe should we be doing? Maybe about 8 golden ingots surrounding a block of redstone. That will be fun, right? So maybe something like so? Maybe. So let's do that. So the first thing we need is actually make a list of custom shaped recipe. To do that, we're going to do like this, list, and then custom shaped recipe somewhere down here, custom shaped recipe like so, and then recipes, you can name it whatever, and then new array list custom shaped recipe. Do that, and then we can do another one called custom shaped recipe item recipe equals to new custom shaped recipe. There we go. Now we have the recipes right here, and then we have the item recipes here. We're going to set the ingredients of this. So because we have 2 ingredients, we have gold ingots and then we have a block of redstone. So we're going to do that. So item recipe dot set ingredients. We're going to set it gold ingots to 0, and then it's going to be a material. So material dot gold ingots like that. And then we're going to, oh, we have a problem right here. Oh, because it has to be a char, so we have to use the single colon. Single quotes, not colon. And then we're gonna set another ingredient. We're going to set to 1. Did I set it to 1? Oh, I just set it to C here. Set it to, and then we're going to have a block of redstone. A block of redstone, so it's gonna be a redstone block like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Semicolon right there. Then we have to add some custom recipe to this. So to do that, we're going to use this, and then we're just gonna add recipe by doing recipes.add, and then we're going to set a new custom recipe. New custom recipe, custom shaped recipe, and then we're just gonna put this value right here because we need to get the ingredients here. Recipe dot set shape right here, and then we're going to set the first row, second row, and the third row. Now we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do something so 0 0 0, and then it's gonna be 0 1 0, and then it's the finally it's going to be 0 0 0 again. Now this, why I did this, we can actually do this a lot more easier. We don't even need to have this list right here, but this is for you to maybe do something like this. So you can remove this, remove this, and remove this. You can set this to 1. You can set this one to 1. You can even set the corner piece to 1, right, like this. And then finally we can add custom recipe. add all custom recipe. Actually, I did the wrong thing. Add all custom recipe, and then we finally have recipes. Just very convenient actually. And then there we go. Now we get ourselves a custom recipe. Didn't notice that I opened this project. So let's export this and then do a reload. Reload. So let's see if this works. So block of redstone here. And it is not working. So why is that? Let's take a look if there's any error right here. Error. Doesn't seem to have any errors right here. Did I did something wrong? I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything wrong. So let me check. Sometimes you have to check a lot of stuff before you do anything, because oh yeah, because we have to set this to other than 1. So maybe we do this 1 1 1, and then we do this 1 2 1, and then 1 1 1, because 0 is actually air, so it doesn't work that way. So we can do 1 2 1, and then we can do our 1 1 1, and then 1 1 1, and 1 1 1 here again, 1 1 1 here again, and come on, 1 2 1, 1 1 2, 1 1 1, 1 1 1. It doesn't. It sounds like a poem to me. Anyway, let's do another reload, and let's try this again, shall we? And it still doesn't work. Why is that? I seem to be having some problem here. This is problematic. And oh, maybe it has to be something to do with the plugins. So we need to go to plugins. Let me just check on data. We have some really. This is some of my previous projects, and so custom items, diamond sword, and this is okay. So config. Let's take a look here. Make this bigger. Okay, so tutorial, unknown ingots, enabled lore can be crafted. True. Yes, it is. This is weird. So which one is this? No, you know what? Let me just go and regenerate this whole config by removing all these. So custom items, just gonna remove all these. Save it, and then we can do reload. There we go. Then we can try again, maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's the problem. So it has to reload the whole thing. So now we have enabled ingots that can be crafted, like so. So now we can craft this. We can have another recipe, like so. I'm really good at handling recipes. We can also stack them together. We have another recipe like this, like here. We have one right here. Now that's how you craft an item and how to set a recipe. Cool. So now let's move on to something more exciting. We want to make a custom weapon like this. Now, because I have limited time and you guys have limited time, so I made this tutorial a little bit faster by creating my own, by getting my own texture beforehand. So tutorial, and then we're going to go into here, and then you can see I already have a katana made with butter and possibly diamond in the end here. So yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. Can I get back to the normal size, please? There we go. So now we're going to make a new katana. We're going to make a katana, and to do that, we're going to do new class katana. There you go. And then extends. So because we have a texture, we're going to do custom textured tool like that. And then we're going to add a constructor to this. Now we have three arguments here. We need a damageable item, we need the ID name, and then we need the default texture. Now we don't need these again, so we're going to delete that, and we're going to do a damageable item dot diamond sword. So let me get myself a diamond sword right here, and then we need the ID name. So it's going to be tutorial colon, and then something like katana. And the default texture, because I set my name to katana in this file right here, it's katana, so I'm gonna add katana to this slot. There we go. Now we got ourselves our own item, but it wouldn't load because one thing, we didn't register it right here. Second thing is that we haven't added anything. So let's set the display name, some of the boring stuff first. We're gonna set this chat color to gold. It's not how we type gold. Gold. There we go. And plus, and then we're going to make it like a katana, something like that. And then we can set the lore again, and then just because I don't want to waste too much time, we're just gonna copy this again, and then we paste it here. And then we can add some of these, so maybe something like forged by a blacksmith, made with butter. Then we're just gonna do a question mark right here, just for the lols. Just for the lols. Yes, okay. Then we get to the fun part. We are going to add an enchantment to this thing. So let's do the enchantment. Add enchantment. Enchantment. Nope, not the echo option. Not something I want. And enchantment. There we go. We're gonna add. It's actually called damage all. And then we're gonna give it level 8. 80. Add enchantment, and then we're going to, maybe we can add another enchantment, why not? And then we can just do it like this, and then dot sweeping edge. Now we can set this to level 3, don't want it to be too OP. And then here comes some of those very important stuff. First off, you have to set it unbreakable. So set unbreakable. Now don't mess up this step because it's very important to set it unbreakable, or else this whole thing is not gonna work. The first time I try using this katana, using this API, it doesn't tell me to set it to unbreakable. Oh, actually I didn't mean to set it to false. And it just doesn't work. It doesn't load the texture, it doesn't set anything. So I have to do set unbreakable visibility to false. Then we can add like set tool-like attribute true, and then there we go. We have basically all the things we need, but we need to add the damage as well. So we're going to do add attack. Nope, no, I don't want this one. Add attack damage. We're gonna do a double here, so let's set it to 10 damage, and we're gonna add attack speed. Because katana is a rather quick weapon, so we're gonna set it to 2, a little bit faster than diamond sword. Then we're going to add durability. So to do that, we're gonna do set fake durability, and then because it's made out of butter, something like that, made out of gold. Gold is a little bit soft, so we're gonna set the durability to something about 25 or 35, whatever. It doesn't really harm anything. We can always add some unbreaking to it, but yeah. So let's do that first. So now we're just gonna register our item here, event.add custom item, and then we're gonna do katana, and then there we go. Now we have a katana, but we're not done yet because we have to add the texture. So we have to add resource pack from plugin, and then we're going to go to here, and then because I have this here, I have the instance here, so I can just do main.instance like that. Then we need the file name. So remember, I have a texture pack right here. I already exported this texture to a zip, but I'm just gonna do that again. But before that, I'm just gonna remove something just to make it like just to tell you what to do. So this by the way, this texture right here is 32 by 32. So it's supposed to be a little bit larger than normal items. So let's see how it works with this API. So let's put it right here. Okay, then we can add it to name it called text.zip. So, oh, I should probably teach you guys how to add the texture too. So we need tutorial. Tutorial is like the name right here. The tutorial right here. And then we're just gonna be working with like a normal texture pack. So we're going to tutorial, textures, items, and then you put your item textures here. So then you can just export this, put this in the plugin, and then export this plugin. Cool. So now we're just gonna go reload. We're gonna go check if it does reload this. So we have 15 items now. It did a little bit of blinky action right here to make a new texture. And don't worry about that. It does still affect the. We still do have the unknown ingots. I think we can still craft it. Don't tell me we can't. Yes, we still can craft it. A little bit different from this though. So you see, it doesn't stack together. So yeah. Then we're gonna. So let's do additions. Give Glacier Hero my name Katana. There we go. We got ourselves a katana. And then we have a. Because we forgot to do what is that called? Because we forgot to do hide attribute. So we're gonna quickly do that. So katana, we're gonna the attribute, something like that. It's not attribute, I know. Set attributes visibility to false. And because we already did set tool like attributes here, so we don't have to do anything. Come on, Eclipse. Why you no work? Oh, there we go. By the way, am I recording? I am recording. I was afraid that I'm not recording. Oh, not import. I need to do export. There we go. And then /reload. And then we can get ourselves another katana. There we go. And there we go. Now we have a 35 durability, 2 attack speed, 14.5 because we have the sharpness, 14.5 damage item or katana. But it doesn't really look like a katana, right? It just looks like a stick. It doesn't look that threatening. It really does look like a stick. But it still works. It's just not that cool. Oh, I can one hit you. There we go. So how do we fix this? Now here comes the fun part. Now because I removed this part just to teach you guys how to do stuff, I'm just gonna delete this katana.json here, and then we're gonna make our new one. So we're gonna go to Blockbench. I use Blockbench. You can use this out of software, but I use Blockbench. It's free, by the way. I use Blockbench because I can add extruded texture. So I can basically choose a texture, and then I can extrude it, and then let it do the stuff, and then there you go. We got our own katana here. Then we can just go to center it, and then we can maybe rotate it. No, not like that. Rotate it. There we go. Make it like that. I don't really know why you need to do that, but anyway. So let's go to display. Now you can see a very awesome player here. It's not me. I have another skin. And now let's change some of the rotations here. So this is 90 degrees. This is going to be a little bit higher. Let's set it to 30 because it is 30. It's not 45. I'm gonna do that. And then we're going to make this a little bit larger, like 1.5. 1.5 like that. And then do that. And then lower it a little bit. Let it go back a little bit. Come on. There we go. Perfect. We can. It can go a little bit higher. No, not this one. It can go a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like right around here. Yeah, perfect. Now 30, 90, 9. We can just copy all these like here. 30, negative 90, I guess. Is this negative 90? Yeah, it is negative 90. So negative 90. We're just gonna set this to 1.5, and then 9. And like that. There we go. Now we got our. Oh, I just collected an XP for no reason. That's funny. Okay, let's go back to Blockbench. Don't get distracted. Okay, now we have this. We can go to here, and then we can set the rotation. So we're just gonna set this to 90 degrees. Set this to 45. I can go 45 this way. We can set this a little bit higher, but I prefer not to. So let's set this to let's say 5. Yeah, 5 is a good number. And then we can get it closer to us. 4 is a good number as well. We can do 3. 3 is better. And we can enlarge this a little bit. But because katana is good by looking at like this, so I don't really need to change anything. So we're just gonna leave it like that. So 45 again, and negative 90, I guess. Yes. And then 5. Nope, not 32. 5, 3, and then we can leave the scale here. Now we're not going to put the text the head, put the katana in our head, so I'm not gonna do that. But we're going to set it how it rotates. So this is how it is the Y. This is not this one. Yeah, this one. This is what I want. Okay, it should be negative 135. This is yeah, this is fine. Then we're just gonna raise this to 10, and we're gonna enlarge this to 1.5. Let's make it a little bit taller, like this. There we go. Now it looks more like a weapon to me. Okay, then we're gonna go to the frame, and we can just do something like so, and then we can. Okay, it's all fine. So let's export this. Really easy, because I'm teaching you how to do it in the plugin, not how you make the models and stuff. So I'm just gonna name it to katana. There we go. Save this katana. We can close that now. So now we're just gonna zip it again, and then see if that works. By the way, why I put it here, because in the GitHub tutorial, it says that you should put it in textures, and we make a new folder called models here. I tried that before, it doesn't work, so I found out that this method works. So models, item, and then katana. There we go. So now we can just go zip this up. Gonna name it to text, put it right in here, just overwrite it. Thank you very much. And we can go in here and /reload. Now we're gonna get a little bit of lag because we need to reload the texture. It does flash the original texture a little bit. And then, wait a minute. Why doesn't it show the texture? The model's working fine, but why the texture is not working? Because we have to do something else before we do that. So let's go back to our model file, katana.json. But we're not going to open it. We're going to just open it with Notepad. And then we're just gonna do that. Okay, thank you very much. Again, right here. So we're missing something here. We have you have something extra. We don't need these, but we need to add tutorial, and then we need a colon right here. Why? Because you are getting the texture of this. So this is the ID, and you're getting the texture. But because your texture file isn't in Minecraft, it is in tutorial, you need to point it to the file tutorial and then items, katana. So now let's export this, zip it up to see if that works. I'm pretty sure it will work. So text like so, and then like add it right in here. There we go. So export, and then /reload. Not that, reload. Now it's gonna get a little bit of lag again. I won't explain it once more. Finally, boom. You got yourself a cool katana. How cool is that? It does work. The durability stuff will work. But we should probably just get ourselves a new katana. Okay, right here. Why my main hand? What do I have in my main hand? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit weird. Okay, so let's go to game mode 1. Let's spawn in a zombie pigman. Whoop-cha! Whoop-cha! So you can see the durability does go down. You can also spawn in the creeper right here. No, don't blow up. There we go. It does go down. And pretty cool. Pretty cool. It also shows the lore. So forged by a blacksmith, made with butter, ? And then we can also add a custom recipe to this thing. Similar fashion, we just need to add a list of custom recipe. or custom shaped recipe. Then we have another custom recipe, custom shaped recipe. I always say custom recipe for some reason. And then we set ingredients, add the recipe, and add all recipes. So that's it, guys. So you graduated, kind of, because now you know how to make your own models, how you can make your own textured item. You can go so far that you can even go something like this. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, but I'm still gonna brag about this. This is a Terraria boss, and you're probably gonna like this, but not me, because I'm gonna die. So resistance, come on, 9999, 10. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna die from this thing. So trust me, guys, what you are going to see is still made using Additions API. Indeed. Trust me, it is still made with Additions API. Yep. So yeah, with Additions API you can do anything, even custom bosses like this. It's not Dream anymore. It's pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any question, leave it in the comments or go to the Discord server. Also check out my Destroyer plugin. It's pretty cool. I have the damage indicator mod installed, so you know that it does have 800 health. I didn't do anything, but it spawns probe like this, and it's gonna destroy me if I don't have a potion effect on. They do shoot lasers at me as well. They're essentially just Vex. If I can just kill you. Yep, there we go. It's dead. Okay, you're doing a little bit too much. I'm just gonna kill you as well. Okay, you're dead. Okay, so let me just go into game mode 1, and then let me just X1 this and delete you. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now, all these, I can go to. It's just armor stands with items in their head. It's just that this is the hollow repeater. Oh, I did got a hollow repeater this time. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna show you this. So this is another item. You can shoot arrows by right clicking. It does the same. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoys that demo on my small plugin. Hope you guys enjoyed this whole tutorial, and hope you guys now finally understand how Additions API work. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in some of those future tutorials.